Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer, and to all of you that keep coming back, hello and welcome back. Quick reminder, if you've never subscribed, just to remind you to click that red button there that says subscribe, and after that click the bell sign. That's where you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. So one of my subscribers sent me an email about this and asked me to share my opinion about it. That's my neighbor's dog. There's nothing I can do. The barking is actually annoying me. Hopefully you can hear me. They seem to be addressing, so they see, okay, so I'm gonna try and keep talking. So what's it called? And most of the videos that I saw were addressed to the woman and not her husband. And the thing about it, not just her, it's her and her husband. So in my video, I'll be addressing both of them because I have no clue why people choose to address only the wife, and it seems as if the husband is exempted. I feel like it's a joint decision. From what she have said, from the video the both of them made, it's a joint decision. So what is this about? There is this couple, they went to China, and they adopted this little boy, and they later found out that this boy has special needs. This boy has some disabilities. 3 years down the road, they gave the boy away to another family. Another thing people are angry about is they use the term rehomed, and people are like, you can't rehome a child. You can rehome a dog or cat or whatever. You don't rehome a child. So that's another thing that's triggering people, the use of words and stuff like that. So basically, after this long time, they found that the boys, they felt like they couldn't deal, or they couldn't handle the boy's disability. So they gave him up to be, if I'm not mistaken, to be adopted by someone else or another family. There's a massive outrage. People are angry. Why would they do such a thing? Why would they, if you adopt a child, it is for life. You're supposed to treat him as your biological child. Will you hand over your child so easily, because he has issues, because he has disabilities or whatever? So people are very, very outraged about it. My plan is not to make this video too long. I want to just go straight to the point. For those of you that do not know, I'm a nurse, and I think to a great extent my training and my work as a nurse affects the way that I reason about things like this. Why do I say this? What I'm trying to say is that I see a lot of videos of people focusing so much on what the parents or these parents did not do right. They can't give him up. They can't do that. I'm not coming here to say that what they've done is not sad, that they did what they did, but that I do not understand people's anger and why people are making all these videos and stuff like that. But I really want to use this opportunity to speak about what a lot of us, what a lot of these people and all these videos, what they seem to forget. And that is the fact that the focus actually shouldn't be on these parents. It shouldn't be. The focus should be on that little boy, because at the end of the day, what's done is done. They've already given this boy up. Condemning their actions and stuff like that, at the end of the day, is not, I don't know how to say it, at the end of the day, it's not going to do anything for the little boy. I think the focus should go away from this couple and should be on the little boy. You can condemn this family from now till eternity. It's not going to change the fact that, it's not going to change anything. It's already happened. When I was talking about my job, I've seen people drop their grandparents in hospital at Christmas time because they want to have a lovely Christmas, and their grandparent is an inconvenience. We don't go looking for them. Why did you drop your grandparents at the hospital? We don't do that. What do? We take the grandparents and look after them, and then maximum, some people never come back. Some people actually want to go away for the summer holidays, and they bring their grandparents into the hospital and say they have this or they have that because they want to, go have a lovely holiday, or some, they want to have an amazing Christmas. They drop their grandparents in hospitals. Then some people have dropped their parents or grandparents, the elderly people in hospital, and never come back. They never come back. Let me tell you, the hospital doesn't go looking for them and be like, why did you drop your parents? You shouldn't have dropped your parents. We don't do that. What do? We focus on these patients. I call them patients because once they come into our care, they are patients. We look after them. Some of them come in and there's nothing wrong with them. And then the next thing, some families decide we can't take them home because there's nobody to look after them. We can't cope, we can't this. And what do? Find them a nursing home, find them wherever. We try to find solution for the patient. It is not about the people, that whether you feel like they were bad people or what they did was wrong. That is not our focus. Our focus is on the patient. I'm going to apply that to this situation when it comes to this little boy. My focus is not going to be the decision of these parents. You know, at the end of the day, what they've done it. No matter how much we hate what they've done, they shouldn't be the focus. They shouldn't be the focus. The focus should be on this little boy. What is the best for this little boy? Please listen to what I'm trying to say. What is the best for this little boy? Let me tell you something I think a lot of people forget. This couple are not the first ones to disappoint this boy. The first people that disappointed him are his birth parents. He has been disappointed before. His birth parents gave up on him. And now the parents that adopted him gave him up as well. The focus should be on this boy and his welfare. I honestly pray and hope that whatever family he's ended up with are actually people that are going to love him and look after him. Let me tell you what is better. If they kept him, and if they didn't love him, I said if they didn't love him, they kept him. We've heard about people that had a child with disability and locked the child up in a room for years. For years. Do you know that actually this morning, for those of us that believe in God, you know, I think God wanted me to talk about this other aspect. This morning, I was on YouTube and I saw about 2 weeks ago, a mother took her child that has a disability and she threw him into a river to get rid of him because she couldn't cope or whatever. You know, think about these things. I'm not coming to praise this couple. All I'm saying is, don't focus on what they've done. Focus on this little boy and his happiness and his safety. Like I said, I hope he's in a better place with a family that loves him. So I am happy. I am much happier that they gave him up than if they had hurt him. If they have gotten rid of him in any other whatever ways, or if they've locked him up in a room where he's going to be locked up. We all know of the little girl that was locked up for years in a room, really abused. It was in the news. The girl that was locked up in a cage because she has a disability for years by her biological parents. Birth parents, the parents that gave birth to him, gave up on him as well. So take your focus away from this couple. Let me tell you, these things happen all the time. They happen to be YouTubers. That's why we all know about it. If they were not YouTubers, nobody would know. Nobody would know this happened. There was another time in the news where this couple went and adopted the boy from a foreign country, and after, because they couldn't have any children, maybe after 2 years or whatever, they fell pregnant unexpectedly. They decided that they do not want this boy anymore, and they sent him off back to the country where they adopted him from. You know, I'm going to say this. Thank God they didn't send this boy back home. They left him in America. I think it's America. I think so. They left him in America. I think him being in America is a good thing because, you know, there are a lot of specialists and all these people with all these specialties. You know, I feel like he's in a good country when it comes to having special needs and all those things. So don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say what the parents have done, you know, is not sad and disappointing. I'm just saying I'm trying to bring the focus back on the boy, the best interest of this child. And then I'll come back and I tell you guys where I have issue with this family. Thank God he is alive. Do you remember that in their video they said when they go out in public, the boy seems to prefer other families. He used to go to other people more than them. I don't know, like I never lived with them, so I don't know what it is. But me as a viewer, when I watch that and I hear them say that the boy they brought into the country has been their son basically for 3 years, can prefer other people above them, it makes you think, I may be wrong, but it makes you think, what makes a child prefer other people above you people? Does it mean they get the child? Does it mean, I don't know, but does it mean he's getting more affection from other people than he's getting from them? And this couple have 3 of their own biological children. So we don't know what happened in that household. But I'm saying that at the end of the day, let the focus be on the best interest of this little boy. Hopefully he's found a family that really loves him and going to care for him. And thank God they didn't hurt him. Thank God they didn't lock him up in the room, abandon him somewhere or whatever. The only place where I have an issue with this family is this. They couldn't handle the boy. Let me put it that way. If they couldn't deal with this boy, let's put it this way. That's fine. You know, they've left him, they've moved on with their lives, you know, whatever. I'm not going to focus on this family. I keep saying it. That's not my focus. But my thing is this. On their channel, you know, if you look at their channel, the most views on their channel is actually the video of the boy's adoption from China. you know, and the flight home and all of that. And they've done a lot of videos with this boy. I think the whole country fell in love with this boy. People know his story of adoption and everything. People watched to see this boy. There were sponsored videos that featured this boy. There were actually videos of sponsored product, no, posts, you know, Instagram posts of this boy. They couldn't handle this boy. They couldn't deal with him. I feel like they shouldn't be dealing with his money. They shouldn't be handling his money. They couldn't handle the boy. They shouldn't be handling his money. They couldn't deal with the boy. They shouldn't be dealing with his money. This boy made them a lot of money. From what I have seen in some of those videos, this boy is the reason why their channel blew up. This boy is the reason why, you know, people watched them. So this boy has earned them a lot of money. This is the area I really want to focus on, is that I think that the real thing for them to do is every money they were able to make with this boy, his adoption, his sponsored post and the Instagram posts and everything that involved this boy, they should put all the money together and, you know, put all the money together. They couldn't handle him. They couldn't deal with him. They shouldn't be handling his money, and they shouldn't be dealing with his money. They should hand the money over to his new family. They can set up a fund for him for his care, and because he's going to have a lot of needs, like when it comes to like specialists, he's going to need psychologists, speech therapists, and all the services he's going to need. The boy, that's the only place, like I keep saying, it would be unfair for them to keep all that money. You know, they've done what they want to do. I'm not here to judge them. All I'm saying is that I hope they've done it already, is to gather all the money that belongs to him and make sure his money goes to him. My thing is this: if you talk about them till the cows come home, the fact remains that they've made their decision. That's fine. Have they committed a crime? No, they haven't committed a crime. You know, don't focus on them. Focus on the well-being of this child. So if you're calling them out, I think the call out should be on the area of whatever money they made from this boy, they should make sure they hand it over to the boy. That is how I feel about it. You know, don't forget that even there are people, biological parents, that have children with issues. Area of disability is an area where, you know, I have seen a lot. I used to work in a hospital of people with, you know, special needs and disabilities and everything. And there are families that give their children to the state because they can't deal with this. There are families that hand their children to the state and they only visit at the weekends. There are families that gave up their child completely and never looked back. So it's nothing new to me. To a lot of you, this is, oh wow, this is nothing new. It's not new to me. I'm talking about biological families giving up their children because they couldn't cope. So it's not new to me. So like I said, in my area of work, the main thing is focus on the individual that needs your focus. And right now, your focus should be on this little boy. Forget about what the parents have done. Leave them to live with their conscience. I believe we should leave them to their conscience or whatever. I was asked my opinion, and this is my opinion on it. That is my take on it. Like I said, do not forget that the only reason we all know about it is because this couple are on YouTube. There are a lot of people that have done things like this, but we do not know about it because it's not on YouTube. That's my opinion anyways. Whatever your opinion is or what you think about it, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. And with that, I'm just going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.